Hello and welcome to Artists Soar. This is a podcast for artists by 3 artists. We discuss all aspects of being artists, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The goal of each podcast is to provide solutions so artists can focus on their creativity and soar above. I'm Rachel Harshenko.
Jules McCullough.
Stephanie Weaver.
3 types of people to surround yourself with: the inspired, the excited, and the grateful. Today we're going to be talking about joining mastermind groups and joining a mastermind group and the benefits of it.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Hey.
Let's just dive in. Can we just dive into this today?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, that works.
So,
We've kind of talked a little bit about it on the last couple ones. And it's
yeah,
just
I mean,
really,
we've talked
what
about
is going on?
mastermind
Yeah.
a lot because we all 3 were in a mastermind.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a mastermind group is a group of people who have similar interest in growing their business.
Yeah. Like-minded
people.
individuals. Yeah.
Yeah, core group that's a good fit for you. They have common grounds. They want to be on a similar path. And sometimes it can be developed into friendships because we have made friends with that and everything.
Yep.
But it helps you replace old habits, give you new habits, and maybe success habits, and help you get on a successful path. You get critical feedback, but in a good way.
Critical
And positive.
constructive.
Yeah.
Positive.
Constructive.
Constructive.
Yeah.
Not, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
Why'd you do it this way? Yeah. So there are a lot of benefits in surrounding yourself with people who are going to help you rise.
Right.
Correct. And I think a key point that we need to point out is the difference between a mastermind and coaching.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because a lot of people think that, when you join a mastermind, you're getting coaching and you're being given assignments and stuff to do and all this stuff, but that's not a mastermind. I mean, pretty much coaching is personalized, goal-oriented
General
approach
one-on-one,
for
yeah.
guidance. Yes, typically one-on-one. Masterminds are collaborative group-based environments where we're working together to help each other grow.
Right.
And I think that's where it's so important. Like a lot of masterminds you have to apply, and because they want certain mindsets and certain types of businesses in the mastermind.
So let me ask a few questions and let me be the question girl. So
you're always a question girl. I love it.
what size group do you want to look for?
For me personally, I want a smaller group, no more than probably 10, 12 people.
Yeah, because one of the things about mastermind, you come together and there's somebody that will always have sit in the hot seat, so to speak.
Yeah.
And that hot seat is a particular problem or something. What are you doing over there? You're
I'm counting. I was. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you.
She's like using
because we had
to
6.
count. And I'm like, what are you doing?
in our mastermind we had 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anywhere like 4 to 12, just because you want to keep it small, because the mastermind meeting itself is no more than 2 hours, and it's very hyper focused on a particular person, and they're given like a hot seat to talk about their problem or what they're trying to solve and get feedback from their people. It's not a coaching thing. It's here's what worked for me,
right? And
it's an interactive discussion.
Well, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say a good example is, let's say somebody in the hot seat has had a negative review or comment on whatever, and they come to the hot seat wanting advice on how to handle that situation. Somebody else in that group has probably had that same problem and has had some success with it. Or maybe they haven't had success and they can tell them did not work for me, sort of thing. So you're getting real life experiences when you go to a mastermind.
So you're not alone anymore.
Right.
So it's
that's the biggest thing.
It's an opportunity to connect with other artists and brainstorm or troubleshoot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I think
Like
the biggest thing,
things that are going, like live things that are going on in our businesses or in our life.
Yes, exactly. I like that, live, currently happening. And I think a big thing too is that, you have different types. Masterminds we're talking about are artist ones, different types of artists. You're not all oil painters. You're not all photographers, because a photographer may be in the group and they may have had problem X and may only be talking to other photographers that they network with. And here the oil painter has had a similar problem or the same problem, and this is how they approached it. And lo and behold, hey, that's a different idea.
Right.
That'll work for me.
Right.
And it did work.
Yeah, and we found that out.
Yeah, we found that out.
So
personally.
Here's another question.
Sure.
Do you need to have your business up and going?
I think that's a yes.
Yeah. So
if you're starting a business, say you're listening to us, but you don't have a business yet, but you're getting there. Maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you need the coaching.
So let's kind of back up a second. So one of the things that we're actually doing, so Artists Soar is starting a mastermind. And so I'm kind of letting the cat out of the bag here.
No, that's perfect.
So
Go ahead.
We're starting a mastermind. We're going to start taking applications September 1st. September 1st, it's a lesser fee.
Yep.
Until October 1st.
You get an early bird special.
Early bird special.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love that. And then we're actually starting it effective January. And so one of the things that we kind of came to terms with doing this and presenting this idea is that there are a lot of people out there like us
who have businesses.
Yeah. So our focus for our Artists Soar Mastermind are business owners. And the reason why we chose that is because
that's where we are.
That's where, not only where we are, and we're going to be part of this mastermind too. We're not leaders of it. We're part of it.
Right. We're facilitators of it. Yeah.
And so that's why it's not a coaching thing. It is a mastermind where we get like-minded people together to move and elevate each other. And that's kind of where we started developing this. And I think it's a year-long commitment. And we Julie, Rachel, and I, we've all been part of the mastermind. And what makes them successful is we know that there's an end. And there might be a continuation in relationships that develop like we have after, but the mastermind, it's not meant to go on forever. Like coaching goes on for like years.
Yeah. It totally can. And I think too, a key thing that we've said a couple times, but you just mentioned too, is like-minded individuals. So coming back to your question, Rachel, about that's why you have to have been in business.
Right.
I think so.
Because if you're just starting out, then you need to find a mastermind that's focused on new businesses.
Right.
It's not saying you can't do a mastermind.
Correct.
Maybe you can find one, but maybe coaching might be better for you.
Yes.
Yeah, because like coaching
I think
was very beneficial in the beginning.
Yes, very beneficial.
You kind of have an idea where you want to go, but you don't know how to get there. In the scenario that we're building this mastermind on, is we all know what we want.
Yeah.
And when you apply the application, that's kind of like how we make the decision.
I think we've decided this mastermind is going to help deepen trust among the mastermind, whoever is going to be in the mastermind, but also that trust to help us grow and grow confidence in our business.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
And so when we kind of go back to one of the things that Julie mentioned before about, we had previously in the mastermind, we had like a couple of photographers, we had me, I'm an oil painter, watercolor, crafter. We had a wide variety. And there was an instance where I think one of us got like really bad feedback.
Yeah.
And I think it was from like a competition or something, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was.
And one of the things I love that Julie came forward with that I still implement is you start developing like this box of positive feedback. What did you call it? Good vibes?
Oh, my little, do I have it in here? I don't think I have it in here. I have a OneNote page that is,
just like good vibes.
It's positive. It's
positive
stuff.
Things.
Yes.
That one little negative thing will eat at you, but you
Right.
literally have hundreds and hundreds of positive things.
Yeah. Why do we obsess on that one?
So
But it was something that helped a lot of
Yes.
people. And that was a way to, and I love it that, I feel like a year long is perfect because
fabulous file.
Got it.
Yep.
That snaps.
Sorry, guys. We totally just forgot y'all were there. But I think the year is perfect because you're going through all the seasons of a business.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Right? You get all the different holidays. You see the ups and downs of a cycle of a business. Yep. And I think that's important because for you having a space here at Low Mill, your ups and downs are going to be completely different to someone who's just doing art shows.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. So we're going to learn a lot from each other.
Yeah. And we've all done art shows. Mm-hmm. So we can all help with that and have ideas and even stuff that we can lend them.
Right. Exactly. And we've all done competitions of some sort at some point. There's so many things that we've all tried by being in business for a period of time that we can help each other grow and succeed. That is the main point of this, is growing and succeeding.
And lifting each other up.
Yes.
I like how we're structuring this as well. So you want to tell how, like, we're going to do bi-weekly meetings, or
Rachel's got, not Rachel, sorry. I'm even pointing at Julie. Julie's got the agenda probably right now.
So,
but we're going to have business educational moments.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to have highlights. We're going to be spotlighting someone. Yep. We're also going to have like troubleshooting time. We're going to have resources, breakout sessions.
Yes.
I think there's even talk of like an art show just for the mastermind group itself.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, I feel like this is going to be transformational.
I think so too. I think 100% transformational.
Yeah.
Not transitional. Transformation.
Right. Yeah. For everyone. I think no matter if you're a member of it or one of us facilitating it, it's going to be, the open discussions, the business moments are only happening once a month. But the hot seats are going to happen every week, or every meeting, because they're meeting bi-weekly, not weekly. But the biggest thing is, being able to make that commitment, because you're not going to see success unless you're there.
Right.
And you're not going to build relationships unless you're there.
And I know Julie and I kind of went a little bit back and forth, and we've always kind of questioned the value of some of these masterminds. Like, is it worth paying this much? And the truth of it is you have to put some skin in the game, or you're not going to show up and do the work.
Exactly.
And this is all about inner work on what you need to do to succeed in your business.
Right. Exactly. And we have lots of little perks too that we're going to be giving away, from a database of resources, a podcast interview.
Oh, I love the podcast
interview. I know.
Yeah, I can't wait to do all this.
There's just a free planner.
Yeah, and we're just going to have it's a big strategy for a year. Like it takes you through all kinds of situations. We're going to have like financial, social media information,
all the holidays,
and education, holiday seasons. And I think it's one of those things where we are all coming to it at a different place. You're I feel like you're on the precipice of like a big like jump off point.
Yeah.
You've already created your space and you're ready for it to explode.
Right.
And then I'm like, I need to like really push my website and my art and like gain more confidence in it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've sort of just taken a little break, not a burnout, just a break.
Yeah, you've been traveling.
So doing a lot of traveling and just a lot of life. So this mastermind is going to come together, and even though we're coming all from different places, that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because everybody has different life experiences.
Exactly.
That can benefit each other. And I know we've been asked by listeners in the past, like, how do you meet people like how we all met? And this is the way,
we've decided to create a way to do it.
Yeah.
Develop the friendships with like-minded people.
Yeah. Because that's the biggest thing we hear as a podcasters is, how did you guys find each other? Like, how did you find that like-minded person to bounce ideas and just be there for you?
Yeah.
And, we can create a way for that to happen.
So we're creating a way for that to happen.
Yeah.
That's making me tear up. I'm so excited about this.
Aw.
Because, you think about it, like what we're doing right here, right now, is we're helping facilitate somebody making a breakthrough.
Yes. Exactly.
And that literally bringing tears to my eyes. So
Yeah, she really
I'm
is.
going to take a sip of water.
But I think it's important because it's going to, like, I'm coming into it to help me elevate, my artistic voice. You're coming in to help find a way to really launch yourself.
Yes.
You're coming in to help, blow your business, not blow it up, but like,
exponentially not necessarily expand, but make it the best that I possibly can.
Right. Exactly.
And I don't think you guys, our audience or whoever's listening, because if someone's like, oh, Steve over here needs to hear this, but you don't have to be a painter. You don't have to be an artist. You can be a photographer. You could be a potter. You could be...
That's a different...
you could be a muralist.
Or...
sculptor. It doesn't matter what art form or medium it is.
We'd like for you to be a creative.
Right. Yes, it's visual arts is what the mastermind is for. Yeah.
Right. We want you to be creative, artistic, and bring what you have to the table.
Yeah.
Because I think that's going to be important for sharing and engaging and making this a successful mastermind.
Absolutely.
But I promise, if it's just even us, we're going to make it that much. Even if it's just us, it's going to be successful.
Exactly. Absolutely. Okay.
So
I think Low Mill is about to open up, so we're going to have to...
we're going to have to... This is going to be a short one, but go to artistssoar.com and the information on the mastermind will be there. Until next time. Thanks for listening to Artists Soar,
a podcast for artists by artists. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us at hello@artistssoar.com.
And be sure to leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts so that you can get more of us and we can bring in some sponsors to help you and help us.